Hey, welcome back to Corbellic Studios. I'm Corbellic. We're going to be doing another painting. This is going to be a fine art figurative woman right here with her back turned. Maybe she just got out the shower. It's kind of a nudist photo, all right, without it being too nude. It's still going to be beautiful and safe, but it's going to be colorful. And I'm just still warming up a little bit. I'm getting into my day, but I love doing paintings like this to warm up because it's going to be like an abstraction, figurative, nude woman, all right? In this one, it shouldn't take us that long at all because we're really just getting with the flow. We're going to have really broad, big strokes on here of brush strokes, where it's going to be either like our 1.5-inch brush stroke, or it could even be the 1 inch. But that's what's important anytime you're doing paintings like this that I'm going to show you. Make sure that you have big brush strokes where you have the the larger ones, 1 inch, 1.5 inch. It shows the confidence. Anytime that you're looking at gallery artwork, it's not that they're a better artist than you. It's not that they're more talented. Usually what it is that they've been taught in school to use a large brushstroke. So that's the secret right there. Let's get into it. All right, so this is our beautiful figurative woman right here. And yeah, that's like her back's turned. This is a previous painting that I've done before, so I'm just going to go off of it and make some new colors, some new styles. Let's see what comes out of it. I don't know. What I do know is everything always turns out beautiful because God intended it to be so. It's already there for you. He just wants you to show up the work. Just show up and he'll do the rest. Everything is already there for you. That's why I love doing art. Art for me is a metaphor to life. As long as I show up and do the work, not think too much about it, get in my own way, everything else is already there. God made everything that you want to manifest, that you want to make happen, that you want in your life. It's already there for you. Just show up. It's the same way with art. The part in between is the fear part and the illusion. Let's get past the illusion. So let's do a background of like a whitish, yellowish kind of color, like a creamish color, I'm guessing. Right? We could do something like that today. I didn't go to school for color theory or any of that stuff. I don't think anything about it. I pick a color, I go with it, boom, on to the next. One of my mottos I used to say is that whatever you feel like your mistake was on the last painting, move on from it and go on to the next painting. Whatever mistakes that you made on your last painting, correct it on the next painting. Don't correct it on the current painting. It's already done. It's already done. And then you might think it's a mistake, but then you're going to find out one of your buyers, they thought that was their favorite part. They loved it. And then you're going to be like, how so? Because you're in your own head and God has another intention. He didn't make that art for you. He made that art for the buyer. All right, now let's just add a little bit of blue in the background. You see how loose I was with that? Like, didn't think anything of it. Just to add some, we're just adding a little body to it. Huh? Let's add a little bit of pink to that, like a pinkish yellow, since it's near it. If you've seen how I organize my paint palette, you can see like how it doesn't matter where a little bit of yellow got on the brush right now, because it's all together. I don't have where my yellow's next to the black or the pink is next to the black or any dark color like that, because then it would be convoluted. I have it where even if they do touch each other, it's okay. All right, let me dry this off a little bit and then we can get into the woman. And boom, there we go right there. So like I said, we're dealing with a larger canvas. So I'm just going to take out the 1.5, right? Look at that. That's the big boy. Big boy. We're just going to take out the 1.5 because this is how you had the confident brush strokes when you're going over the body. Now imagine how it's going to look like, right? If I take out a brush like this one, right? And I'm going over it. Not only is it going to take me a long time, but people are going to be able to tell through your artwork that it's not confident. It doesn't have those, like, something just don't look right. It doesn't have those broad strokes. That's what the problem is. So let's just make these broad strokes right now. And I'm not worried about what the color is. I don't know. I got like a reddish navy blue right now. Okay. Look at this. Underneath. I'm trying to go with the darker colors now on the outskirts. Like I went in with the pink right now. That way, when I come back later, I'm going to do the white. like to capitalize with her skin color or something. I don't know what I'm doing. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, but I don't know what I'm doing. And that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you that you know what you're doing and I don't know what I'm doing. That's a great thing. There's a saying for that where it's like, I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. But yeah, there's a saying for it where it's like, it's about action, really, pretty much. It's like the action takers are the ones who usually are the most successful because you're just taking action. You're not thinking about trying to be right and trying to be perfect and trying to think about it. You're thinking about it. You're trying to be perfect. I'm not. I'm taking action. I'd rather take action than be right. Because by the time that you're right or I'm right, I've already done 100 paintings. Why, you're right though. You were right. You were right on that one painting. Nobody wants it though. Nobody bought it. I'm pretty sure your friends and family on Facebook, they gave it 100 likes. That was awesome. Look at what my son Charlie did. Isn't he a great artist? And yet they talk about you behind your back because you can't pay some bills or you can't take nobody out to dinner. Are you still doing that? Are you still doing that little, that little drawing things you used to do? When are you going to get a real job? Or you know what? Maybe I'm over here projecting my trauma onto you. I'm over here projecting my life and my trauma onto you. Maybe you didn't have that at all. Maybe you have a very supporting coworkers and a very supporting lifestyle where it's not like that for you at all. And you've always sold millions of dollars. And it's never been that difficult. So now we're just going over with the white right now. You see where it's like kind of coming together, but not really, but it is. But you understand the broad strokes, right? Like, look how good that looks, man. Look at that. Do you ever just do artwork and it doesn't take that long and you're doing steps and you get excited about it? Like, that's how you need to be. You need to be where you're just breaking the rules and you're doing your own thing. And you're like, damn, that looks good. If you're not that excited about your artwork, then you're doing artwork for other people or where they told you that you should be doing art for. You're supposed to be making Mona Lisas. Like, yeah, I understand aesthetically that it looks good, but it doesn't feel good to you. Because imagine this, all right? The artwork that you think looks good and you created it. Let's say you created that one unicorn, right? Oh my Lord, who knows how long it took you? Imagine you create it, right? You know what the worst part is, and you know it, and I know it, and you don't want to admit it. The worst part is someone asks you to recreate something like that again. Ugh, can't you just enjoy this one that I spent 30 hours on, that I spent 30 days on? I spent a whole month on this one beautiful painting. Can't you just enjoy that one? You want to pay me to create another one? Don't you understand how difficult that was for me? And it wasn't even a joy to do it because it was a strenuous job of doing details and all kinds of work. And you want me to do another one? It's kind of like going to work. It's not having fun. You're over there, basically you're being a perfect technical printer. Who wants to do that? That's not even fun. Could you imagine you're basically giving a kid a homework assignment? That's why you need to do artwork that you enjoy doing. Do them in volume that feels good. It might not even look good to what your eye is because you've been so conditioned to creating art for other people and society. But get outside yourself. Do what feels good. When I started doing fine art, I used to make these beautiful paintings of like the face of Elizabeth Taylor or Elvis or Princess Diana, and they would look so beautiful aesthetically. But you know what I would do at nighttime? It would bother me. I would take a big paintbrush like this. and I would go straight into paint and I would destroy her face. I would do the most abstractions things because that felt good to me. The action of the paint, it felt good to me. Not me, it looks good where it's perfect in the face. It was driving me crazy. I don't know if I'm even making sense to you. All right, something like that. This is like artist issues. These are like what I'm talking about is like some deep artist issues that like real artists go through. That's how you become like borderline genius of work. You can't be happy with I want to mess. So I would always tell people after that, it's like, I don't like pretty art. I want to mess her up. And not like, you know what I'm saying. I don't want it to be where my intention is that. It's so boring. There's so many artists that's already doing that. If somebody wants art that's like that, they could just get it from either a printer or somebody else that's doing that. There's already so many artists that's doing the perfect symmetrical stuff. Why would I want to have my artwork look like gallery, or not even gallery, but art school artwork? Ugh. I might as well not even create art then. What am I doing? And people won't get it. People won't buy it. And you can't force them either too. So it'll get to a point. I've been like this too. Have you ever, if you're an artist, you understand about this. Have you ever got to a point where you're making things that's beautiful, society told you it's beautiful, but then it's not getting what you want out of it, either if it's getting the money, the clicks, the likes, and then you're saying there, like in your brain, you're mad at the customer. Like you're mad at the people not buying your stuff because it looks like everything else. You get to a point where you're mad at the customer. You're mad at the customer in your mind because they don't want your stuff. Can you imagine that? Help me pay my bills. Well, you just don't know what fine art is. Because my art teacher said that this was an A plus, so you just don't know. Pay for my A plus. The best artists are the ones who usually aren't artists or didn't come from that state of mind, because they don't know what the rules are. They're just creating. That's why I say that this is perfect for anybody who's really not an artist, or because those are usually the people who can get outside of themselves. It's what I've come to notice. It's harder to talk about creating art, or at least this eBay art program, with people who are artists, because they all struggle with the you're fighting your art teacher. But what if my art teacher Charlie sees that I'm doing this? I'll get an F. I'll say that I'm not an artist no more. You know what I say? The hell with Charlie, your art teacher. He wanted a paycheck. The only person that made money out of it was him. Teachers, those who can't teach, right? I'm just going back and looking at the my reference from the computer. I like to do that at times. I'm not married to the idea, but I'm still getting some type of idea. All right, let me turn the light on so I can see what works for me and what doesn't work for me. All right, what's not working for me, or what's working for me, she needs to be like on a shadow. So she needs to sit with some type of color underneath of her. And let's do like a cream color with the like a little like a purplish thing. All right, let's do like underneath. like this. Something like that. There's no right or wrong. I mean, I could have left it blank if I wanted to. It's just an eye thing. It's an eye thing for me. And you see, I'm just using the big brush right here. This is the 1.5. Let's do it like a little darker purple. Boom, that looks beautiful. And then I'm going to touch up on her hair. Let me take the 1 inch. Or actually, let me do let's see how the 3/4 is going to do in this situation. All right, I'm trusting in you. Don't leave me down now. And let's do a little bit of yellow. So it's going to be like a light yellow. Well, I don't know. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work. I don't care. I'm going to be on to the next painting by the time somebody else wants to figure out if it works or if it doesn't. Well, who was it? I think it was Andy Warhol that said that he doesn't think about critics because he's already working on the next painting. He says why they critique, you're working on the next painting. Sometimes I mess up on my quotes or who says it, and then I'll have like some art nerd come in here and they'll be like, actually, you need to learn your art history. It's this person who said that, and it's that. Like, if you're doing that, you're just telling on yourself and you're missing the point of what my videos are talking about. You're exactly what I talk about in my videos. You think I care is the point? I'm showing people not to care. And you want to be a art teacher police? Sometimes I want to be like, is that what Michelangelo told you? Tell me more. Tell me more in your great relationship with Leonardo. Well, actually, all right, this is a great painting. We're done. I'm just having fun, really. I love just having different movement like that. Look, she's done. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. And we just did this together. There she is. There's our figurative woman. Look at that. She just got out the shower. She's semi-nude. People love paintings like this. I love paintings like this. I might even keep it for myself or just give it to a family member. Holiday times is here. These are perfect gifts. If you want to learn how you can do this for yourself or your family members, then click the link below to the free eBay art community. I got all the templates, everything in there so you can do this yourself. Look at that. All right, I'm going to see you in the next video.